When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they give their time, they change their mind. When they give their time, they change their mind. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you killing our children. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you destroying our country. They are freedom fighters. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they give their time, they change their mind. When they give their time, they change their mind. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you killing our children. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighters. All right. Freedom fighters, you repping our country. Out of all the natural resources, wherever you are joining us. Today is politics. Weekly recap of political events taking place in and around the country of Liberia and here in the United States of America. All of you, our colleagues, our ardent followers, welcome to the show. I have my colleague in the back. Pretty soon, I'll be bringing him on board as well. This is an open mic discussion today, and that means we can talk about anything that matters to you, anything that's important to you. That it will come and talk about today. When you hear open mic, that means free, relaxed talk. Because what? We are Talk TV Media Network. We are the voice for the voiceless. We go places where others do not go. But today, a special shout out to, let me see, Lofa Pekin is following us. My man, you need to be on a broadcast. You need to be here because, Mele, you know a lot of events going on in the country over there. You cover a lot this week. You can join the show, be a part of what is going on around here. But, folks, welcome to this weekly show. On board with me is the English writers. My man, you in Monrovia, you in darkness? Jesus. Hello, English writers. The mess talker. The mess sticking. So, folks, that's part of it. My man, you need to check your stuff. Your network is sticking over there. But a lot we'll be talking about today. So, in so doing, let me see what I can do here in the first place. For those of you who are watching us and may want to call in and be a part of the show, let me see the number to call in right there at the bottom of the screen. 539-525-1552. Talk to us about what matters to you most. What stood out to you, the politics of the week. Special edition. It is for you, the listeners. So you call in. Be a part of it. Be a part of the show. My name is Sam Gadu. Today is the second of June, 2023. So wherever you are joining us, share the link. Be a part of the show. Share the link. They said they were coming. They were liberators. They said they were coming to free the people from the decadence of poverty. For for prosperity, from popo to prosperity. They said they were coming to free the people, the Liberian people. But instead, I don't know if they brought pain or suffering or poverty. But the song will tell us before we get into the politics of the week. Enjoy. They say they were liberators, but when they give their time, they change their mind. When they give their time, they change their mind. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you killing our children. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you destroying our country. They are freedom fighters. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they give their time, they change their mind. When they give their time, they change their mind. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you killing our children. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you destroying our country. They are freedom fighters. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. Music. Aha. Oh yeah. All right, folks. Let's stop the music. Let's talk the talk. Here, politics. Man, English writers, where are you, man? You came out, you're gone. I mean, you in the dark. What happened? You know, Jawia Korean, got you? Anyway, folks, welcome to a special our weekly edition here at Talk TV Media Network. My name is Sam Gadu. I'd love to welcome each and every one of you watching us. Let me see. Oh, Kumar Avian. Yeah, watching us from Guinea, Conakry. Welcome to the show. Welcome, folks. Lofa Pekin right there in his little corner. I don't want to disclose his little corner, but welcome to the show. Those of you who are following us, share the link, be a part of it. Today we're going to be talking nothing but politics. Weekly recap, right? We watched the ANC / CPP of Alexander Cummings electing or selecting his vice presidential running mate, Charlene Bromsky. We watched the scene, the festivities last weekend, last Saturday. It was good. But what's even more fascinating is for us to be able to see this young lady expatiating on issues, revealing issues, talking to the Liberian people. You know, from my own perspective in the first place, I would love to tell you, she's a fine woman. She's an intellect. She's an intellectual. She's good. But the territory in which she's in, almost she's a lawyer. Lawyers are politicians, right? I can tell that the turf she's playing in or on is new, right? It's new to her. Hey, are you ready to come on? Just give me a thumbs up, then I will bring you on because I can see you in the background. Are you good? English writers? Okay, good. All right. So let me bring my colleague. Hey, what's up with you, man? How you doing?
I'm okay, CEO. How's yourself?
Doing well, doing well, doing well. Good to hear from you. It's been a long time no see. You know, long time no
That's
see.
it, sir.
How is Liberia? How is the little corner where you planted in, where you sitting now? What's going on in your little corner? What's trending? What's happening over there? Politics in the city of Marshall. What's happening over there?
Uh, Augustine Shaffer. I preside at Mike Gibby, Lower Mike Gibby, Marshall City. You know, we say everything is yet good, but as we know, there's a political season, 2023, and then for now, we're hearing about many guys that coming in, representatives, senators, and other stuff. We are hearing only or seeing only two men, who is Sagbali, who also want to be a representative for District Number One, which is Marshall, and we also have Augustine Fire. He also want to be a representative, and also a man who was just sectioned by the American government, who is Nathaniel McGill. He's also campaigning the run, claiming to be incoming representative.
Oh
So
wow!
asking for the rumors here, yeah,
So the Marshall era, y'all got quite a bit of people wanting to take leadership role in that area over there. You know, Augustine
yeah, yeah,
Fayad.
yeah. They are coming.
Yeah, they will come.
Sagbali, mm,
Okay, okay. So Nathaniel McGill as well is, I mean, it's still formidable, but in a race, and I think he wants to win. So that's good. Trending events from your end. However, I want us to talk about um, what we have on a platform for our people. What happened? CPP slash ANC Charlene Bromsky nomination. You know, of what impact is it going to bring to the plate? Is it going to bring any dividend or any addition? What is it going to bring to the CPP? Is it is the selection of Charlene Bromskin a game changer for Alexander Cummings? You know, and we've watched other pundits, surrogates of those parties throughout the week on different platforms and networks and propagating the gospel of the ANC and that of the CPP, you know. But is it gaining traction, right? Because we as an independent platform, as an independent network, we need to be independent. We need to look at the the issues that are emanating and occurring in Liberia holistically, not from a biased political standpoint. Because what we see most of our platforms, our colleagues out there in the media world doing is when you see one platform, almost you see 4 or 5 people that belong to one political party on our platform. You know, so making
mm-hmm,
it difficult for me, from my perspective, making it difficult for even those who politicians that do not have money equivalent to them. I don't see a level playing field in the first place, right? I don't see a level playing field for other politicians that are coming into the race, and we'll discuss that too, because this week too we saw the certification of other political parties, right? Um, my man, my man, I'm in Liberia sweating like this. Eh? I'm in Liberia sweating like this.
who said you was in the area?
Yeah, I was running in the studio. I came in the studio. I forgot to turn the the cool air on. You know, so I forgot to
Yeah,
turn
yeah.
the air on, and now I live on the broadcast, so I don't want to leave to go turn the air. So I'm gonna sweat it out here a little bit. That's why. But
Mm,
let me get back to the topics.
mm-hmm.
Charlene Bromskin is a very fine, beautiful young lady, intellectual. Is she connecting from what we're looking at, right? So far on the stage last week, She almost collapsed. She could not stand the heat. And the people say, when you can't stand the heat in the kitchen, you must get out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When she was giving her acceptance speech, she had to go and sit down. I mean, I don't know what happened, you know. So when people are talking about JMB, say the papi, oh, the papi's sick. Sickness is not something that you can laugh or want someone's death. Look at as strong, as young and vibrant and intellect Charlene is. You know, maybe it was heat suffocation, you know, that was giving her
Yeah.
a hard time. She could not breathe because of the heat. So she had to rest for almost 10 minutes, you know, to take a break, drink water. And before she would come back on the stage to finish her speech, whatever she had to say, you know. So she was like all over the place. And my thing was, if you a born citizen, child from Grand Basso, the Grand Basso people know you. They know you from childhood. You're born there, right? Are you there?
Mm-hmm. I'm there, sir.
Okay. So the people know you in the town, just like Yomley. You think Yomley need any introduction to the Bassoians? You think Dillon need any
No,
introduction?
definitely know him.
No. But she
No, they
had to
knows
stand
him.
there to introduce herself to the Basso people. Was that necessary? Who wrote those lines for her?
Really?
But let me let you expand on that.
Thank you, CEO, for making me to join the show this evening. As I always say, Liberia politics at times make me to laugh. Liberia politics make me to laugh at times. It's not really wrong for comics choosing this lady to be his running mate. But what is now disturbing or might disturb them in the future is the popularity. You know, Kumi is very known in Liberia, but not widely, and he's not developmentally oriented. I'm not preaching against him. I just want to do certain clarifications about his running mate that he have chosen. You know, if he was someone who is popular and developmentally oriented from this country, I think it couldn't be bad for him to choose anyone who he please of. You see, but now he know he's not that popular like other people, and then he have chosen someone again who have to take time to introduce themselves to the public. It would take them time for people to even recognize them because the lady in question here, she is not even known to her own, how they call it, to her own people. If she was known, I don't think she could have used that time introducing, showing where she from, what she doing, that. People could have know where she from, and the momentum from the other people could have really motivate them. But I don't know. Liberal politics somehow sound funny, and like for Kumi to choose
My man, hold on, my man, hold on.
issue we
My
felt
man,
CPP was
hold on.
having unity
English
party.
writers, hold on.
Yes, sir.
Adjust your position well, and then your reception, because the people need to see who talking. The people need to see who talking. My man, you shaming us. Oh. You in a beautiful land of liberty, and all the places where the rich people building in our country, and you don't have electricity. Yeah, but where you up to?
There's a same
Huh?
problem.
You
There's a
in
same problem
Marshall?
we're facing with politicians.
You in Marshall? No electricity? Are you kidding me?
But
Huh?
no
Are you
electricity to
joking?
Marshall. You won't believe the CEO.
Are you joking? You in Marshall in Liberia? And look at the people. Let me bring the other man on the board here.
Amen.
Yeah. Now how y'all in our country? That proper. So anybody that join the show, we can't see that. Huh?
How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. But my man, what's going on, man? What people can't see y'all, man. Y'all in our country there. Jasper Andrews. Lofa Peking, welcome to the show.
Yeah, it's my pleasure being on the show this afternoon. But you know
I
how
hear
Libera
you.
is, you know. You can't
Yeah,
get me?
I
I
get to
keep
you
telling
now.
him. I keep telling him.
Yeah, like I
I keep
said,
telling you how Liberia is.
this is Liberia, and you know when you are here. I think one time you got stuck in the traffic for 2 hours. 2 hours you were stuck in the traffic.
2 hours, six
That it's
hours
not
to be exact.
okay. 6 hours. Okay, you know that. So in Liberia is a different country and with different. And every day we break record. This country believe in breaking record. We break record in everything.
Yes, yes.
Electricity, politics,
Whether negative or
health,
positive, we always break records.
sport, anything you think about, we break record inside.
So that the record you're bringing
We're
tonight,
good at
all of
that.
your everybody that calling from LIB, they in darkness.
Exactly
break,
so.
Okay.
we
But,
break the record tonight to join the show in Ghana.
but on a serious note, fellas, let me hear from you, Jasper. You were one of those who went for the nomination of Charlene Bromsking last week Saturday. What was your perspective? Talk to us. What was your perspective? You know,
All
independent
right.
perspective from what you observed because you were on the ground.
Yes. First of all, thank you very much again. It's my pleasure being on the show this night. I got in Grand Bassa County by 9:25 in the morning, and I drove to the fair playground where the program supposed to be held. And at exactly 4:45, uh, we started the event, the program, the naming ceremony. And before beginning, we saw some traditional practices that were performed by traditional youth, and we saw supporters, well wishers, and we saw sympathizers that were trooping. And most, in Liberia, politics and politicians, they always troop in their supporters. They always truck in their supporters, and all of the supporters were truck. And it was also alleged that they were paid some money, but I did not see anybody paying a dime to somebody. But it was also alleged that people were truck and people were paid to come and witness the occasion. And when we started the occasion, we saw, like I said, traditional performance and practices from youth and other sympathizers, followers, and friends. And by 4:45, like I said, the program started, and we were under the sun for almost 2 to 3 hours, awaiting the arrival of the hierarchies of the CPP and out of the ANC and Labour Party. So when they arrived, in that midst, the media practitioners got got disrupted, and our equipment, and I was one of the victims that my phone got badly damaged as we speak, and on some other media colleagues gadgets and
My man want
materials.
to talk about your phone that got damaged and
Yeah,
stuff. Go
so
on it,
all
sugar.
those things go up. Yeah, but I driving to the point.
Yeah,
So
but
when they
I
got
want you
there,
with that yes so. Don't eat all the meat.
okay, when I
You got
got
30 seconds left.
sorry for that. So when we got there, we saw the chiefs and others that came on the stage to uh not petition, to present the candidate, the vice president, the candidate to the CPP, and we saw the garnering process ceremony that the chiefs carry on. And the first person that was gowned by the chiefs and elders in the three different counties, Grand Bison, Mangibi, and other reverses, the first person that was gowned was uh, the standard bearer, Alexander Benedict Cummings, followed by Charlie Bronskin, and followed by Alexander Cummings' wife, that is Teresa Cummings. And from there, the traditional elders and chiefs are presented to Alexander Cummings, Charlene Bronskin, that this is our daughter and we are giving her to you to take care of, and we are sure of winning
Your
this
30 second
identical.
over. Your 30 second over. But I get one question for you quick. Your 30 second over.
Uh-huh.
The question
Okay.
I have for you is this: from your perspective, from your overall perspective of the entire selection of Charlene Bromskin, the biggest question on the screen is the picking, the nomination of this running mate, an asset or a negative to the CPP slash ANC? Is it?
One can say, one can say it can be an asset or a negative, but what is it is, um, for CPP, I can safely say they said it was an asset to them because they needed Charlene Bronskin, and most especially she come from the late Charles Walker Bronskin, the late Charles Walker Bronskin, and she from that background. So they said that she was an asset to them.
Right?
She was an asset to them. So, and per their news and comments they made during the program, and it was clearly stated that it was an asset to them, but not a negative part of their program.
Let me ask the same question to you, English writers. Is it an asset,
Yes,
the
sir.
selection of Charlene Bromskin? Is it an asset or a negative?
Uh, for me, from my own observation, I think it from the introduction of the running mate of Cummins have just begun a negative to CPP currently. You know,
Why we say
there
that?
are some.
This is a
Okay,
this
one
is
reason
an
of
educator, brilliant. She's a corporate lawyer, well known. Then you say she's a negative to the party. Why would you say that? Support your point. Are you
yes,
there?
of course she is, but yes, I'm there.
Okay.
But in this case now, this is the reason why there are many politicians that might feel frustrated at the end of 2023 election because Liberian people, as I used to witness one video online, Tom, there's a moped I used to say, "We're not stupid no more." You know, you taking someone who is not even known to the public to serve as a running mate, it might be somehow to your party. And this was going to happen to Cummins. I'm not swearing, but definitely his running mate going to make him to lose election also because she was
Okay.
not even well known.
So I got your part right. Now the next thing I want to bring you guys, because
Yeah.
forgive me because we constrain against time, is to just hit the main points, to go to attack the issues of the day, because this is an hour show. It's not enough, as you may already know. Um, when you compare the vice presidential pick of the main opposition parties, because that's how it is. Because and the side mistake most people are making, and even our fellow media pundits, is they're comparing Charlene with JMB, with Bromsky, with Tier 1. And Charlene is not running for the position of president. She's running for the position of vice president, if elected. So the point here is, when you're making an independent comparative analysis, you want to compare Charlene with Jeremiah Coon, because that's the vice presidential pick, because that's the line where all of them fall in, right? So let's take it step by step. What is your makeup when it comes to the pick? Jeremiah Cohn for the UP, Charlene for ANC, right? And then pretty soon we'll see what Brumskin is bringing up. All of those vice presidential pick. And some other political parties that are over there, they already had their conventions and pick and got their vice running mates, you know. But we don't even know some of them. Some of us, I don't know. Maybe you guys are aware, but I don't know, right? But what is your when you put them when you put because you're looking at
Yes, even
politics and election is
even
about
we know.
numbers. right? It's about numbers. When I'm picking you, I have to know the kind of influence you bring in on the plate, the kind of asset you are in terms of numbers. What are you bringing to the table? My nomination of me selecting you has to do with
Okay.
what can you
Okay.
bring to the table? Voting
Yes.
record, voters. So
Yes.
when you look at that Basel belt, it already divided. But then
Yes.
compare the two people,
Mhm.
Charlene and Jeremiah Kuhn.
Okay, that let me make my point is quick, so I can take my exit.
Why you taking
Um,
your exit? Where you going?
yeah, I'm not in my comedy. You know how noisy my comedy is. So I drove somewhere and my time being here is been expired already. So I need to take my exit. But
Okay,
let me make my point. Uh, when you compare Charlie Brunskill, uh, Joel Howard Taylor, and that of Jeremiah Cohn. Well, first let me start with uh, uh, the current vice president. That is Taylor, Madam Taylor.
yeah,
Taylor,
Joel Taylor.
Taylor is
Howard Taylor.
Joel Taylor is you don't overlook Joel Taylor when it comes to our body politics in Liberia. And Joel Taylor is a household name in Liberia. It's a political
That's
name
true.
in Liberia. So
Right,
so you don't take her lightly. And more besides, she have been in a house for a couple of years. Over 15, 16, 20 years, she have been in the house. And you don't take her. She know how to grab laws. She know how laws come about. She have been playing her political career and other things in the house. So she knows when it comes to politics, she have a good credential in it. And that comes to Jeremiah Kuhn. Jeremiah Kuhn is also a semi-household name because I can say a household name. He's a semi-household name because he's only known for Nima County.
mm-hmm.
And then he has also been an influential into Nima County. People of Nima County know him in other part of Liberia. And you don't also joke with him because he's a business person. He has a lot of investment in Liberia, and people know him when it comes to Nima. And forgetting to know, Nima County is in Liberia is a vote rich county in Liberia, except from Monrovia. That is most other county, but Nima comes second. So the people of Nima County know that name in Liberia. They know that identical name, Jeremiah Kwan Kun. And then when you come to Charlene Bronskin just come into the political landscape. She just been introduced, and she hasn't tasted any political position. She hasn't tasted any political position, like I said. But even though she hasn't taken taste any political career, you don't take her lightly because the name Bronskin is also a household name. But
Right.
personally, she don't have that identical strength, you know, that people know challenge. The first name they name challenge is sound like a common name. So it's just difficult for people to understand that identical name. So
Hey,
which country do you
you're the tribal people, man.
no, no, let me tell you, these are some of the things that people lost. Let me tell you one of the things that Unity Party had problem with when it comes
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2017. Unity Party took Amin Moda,
Go
who was
ahead.
the chairman at the time.
Mm-hmm.
They took Amin Moda
Mm-hmm.
as a party chairman. But whenever they get Amin Moda out, you see his physical morphology will tell you that he's not a typical Liberian. Anyone who sees you catch Amin Moda in a village and the old man say this man is a Liberian. The old man will tell you no. They may physical morphology. It doesn't tell you that he's a Liberian. So these are some of the things,
Yeah, but you see,
for us in
those are the notions that we have to dispel as media entities because I mean, like we have Lebanese Liberians, we have white Liberians, we have black Liberians. So color or origin doesn't matter. What matters is once you were born in Liberia, and also with the introduction of the dual citizenship, once you have you are, it's legit. You go through the due process of law. You're a citizen. But it is the stigma. I know you're talking about the stigma that the Liberians will label on you and put on you. It's hard for it to just leave you. I understand that part, right?
But the layman will understand that he's a Liberian. But the typical villager who hasn't seen Liberia, not Liberia, but Monrovia to be for almost 20, 30 years, see that kind of person, do you expect that person to believe that Amin Moda is a Liberian? No, you hardly see that. So it's my pleasure being on the show. I have to take my exit. Thanks for the show. I will keep following you, and I want to say thank you, and I will always be part of the show.
Make sure you be safe out there. Thanks for joining us, and be safe out there as you find your way home.
Okay, thank you very much.
You take care now. So yeah, what's your take, my young brother over there, Mister English Writers? What's your take from what Jasper just discussed? And he made some salient, good points, right? The stigma that people tend to put on people, they label you as in, oh, you Congo, oh, that woman, that Congo woman, oh, brown skin, that Congo man. You think it's a good path to victory to win an election? Because we're in the new 21st century. We're in the new dispensation. I understand his position when it comes to the common man in the village. Where the man go? I asking you a question, there you go. I understand the dynamics of the man in the village, the indigenous Liberian, who will see that Congo lineage. Anybody that's probably tied into how you call it, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, oh, you're not one of us. But the Liberian people have given an opportunity to one of us. Let me just say, quote unquote. And that person is currently running the state of affairs of the country, Liberia. That's George Weah, right? An indigenous, local, villager, Liberian. Now, of what impact or significance has George Weah made? Are you happy with where the state of affairs is? The direction in which the country is heading? Are you content with that? This is the biggest question. Are you? Because when you're looking at that divide, as in this is one of our own son here from the village. Let's put in there. That trouble. Right? And then when you look again, the other guy on the other side, that Congo man. Then who y'all gonna put there now? Let's go look for the foreigner and to come run the state of affairs of the nation. That's what I'm talking about. My man, I told you, go on. You still following us? You stay in the chat room. So, but folks, on a special note, those of you who are watching us tonight, let me give you a special shout out. My daughter's out there, Elizabeth, special, Elizabeth Gatu, special shout out to you, from me to you. Princess Solo is watching out there, Monrovia. Oh, special shout out, my man Zach Miller, right here, comrade. I salute you. You need to come, my man. You need to come here. You need to come. Let's talk business on the show, about. Because Miller, you Liberian people need to learn so much from you. You have so much, Mr. Miller. Come on the show. Let's talk. The show, let's show that your show. So all of you that are watching, Lofa Peking, Kuma Avian from Conakry, watching. Thank you. Simultaneously, for your information, our viewing audience, we are on Facebook right now. At the same time, we're on YouTube. We're on Twitter. We're on my personal page, broadcasting live as well, simultaneously. Twitch as well. So hopefully this week our website will be up and running, and we'll be connecting that to our websites where everything will flow, sync in line. So thank you so much for following us, folks. Yeah, special shout out. Salute all of you. I'm gonna give you a song. I'm gonna take a quick break here while I give you a quick break. Just bear with me. I'm looking for what to bring to you guys right now because it's very important. Very, very important. Normally, this is a unique kind of break I'm taking. So just listen.
What? Oh, you all think smoking kills? Let me tell you something. Do you know that the amount of people dying from diabetes are 3 times as many people dying from smoking? Yet if I pulled a Snicker bar, nobody would say anything. Do you know that the leading cause of lung cancer is not actually a cigarette? It's your DNA. You could smoke for years and nothing will ever happen to you. This whole war against smoking is just to restrict the farming of tobacco. Mr. Council Chair, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I use these arguments, even though I just made them up, with a group of my friends, and the results, 5 of them believed what I said. 2 of them started smoking. Words, when said and articulated in the right way, can change someone's mind. They can alter someone's belief. You have the power to bring someone from the slums of life and make a successful person out of them, or destroy someone's happiness using only your words. Does that seem a bit too good to be true? A simple choice of word can make a difference between someone accepting or denying your message. You can have a very beautiful thing to say, but say it in the wrong words and it's gone. I have a son who's 4, and he had this bad habit of writing on the walls with crayons. And one evening I walked into his room and he's going at it, just writing and drawing and so on, and I said, hey. Are you stupid? Don't you ever do that again. And guess what happened? He did it again. Nobody likes to be threatened. Nobody likes to be intimidated. His pride would not allow it. He did it again just to spite me. A week later, I walked into his room and again, he's going at it. And this time, he was even looking at me just... I came down and I said, sweetie, come here. Don't do that, you're a big boy now. And he never did it again. Because his pride wants him to be the big boy. Have you ever wondered why nobody cares about global warming? Even though it's a very serious issue. It could kill all of us. Because when you go home and you flip on the TV and you see a scientist trying to talk about global warming, it goes something like this. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see from the graphs here, the statistics for 2014, it shows the water level is rising. This table shows that the monodioxide level on the 3rd ozone layer is in a very alarming position. The message never get across. But most importantly, if you are a person who's a role model, if you're a person who's been admired, anything you say could be believed. Anything you utter could be taken as truth. My friend Nasser, he loved his father, idealized his father. He would do anything to make him happy. But his father was the kind of person who's not easy to impress. And year after year, Nasser tried, and his father was like, yeah. 4th year in college, Nasser got straight A's. And he thought to himself, this is it. This what will finally make my dad proud. He picked up the phone. He called his dad. Dad, I got straight A's. Are you proud? Please tell me you're proud, father. Yeah, listen, son. I'll have to call you back. I'm busy. I'm busy was the single sentence that broke the camel's back. And he started drinking. doing drugs, hanging out with the wrong crowd. Nasser, why? Why are you throwing your life away? If the one person in the world that I care about the most doesn't care, then why should I? And one evening I got the phone call. Nasser's in the emergency room. Drug overdose. I rushed to that hospital. I saw him on that bed. And I saw that machine go beep, beep, beep. And I saw doctors try to bring him back to life. Clear! 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 It's clear that a single word could have saved this life. Words have power. Words are power. Words could be your power. You can change a life, inspire a nation, and make this world a beautiful place. Isn't that what we all wanted? Isn't that why we are all in this hall? Your mouth can spit venom, or it can mend a broken soul. Ladies and gentlemen, let that be our goal. Count us here.
Okay, folks. I needed to play that piece because it's about health. It's about you. It's about the people you care about. Words, as you heard it, can spit venom. Very important. Very important. We talk politics, but we talk straight politics. We talk what is truth. We speak truth to power. Right? So, unbiased. Truth will always set you apart from everything else. But the words that come out of your mouth can spit venom to destroy someone and someone's future and life, or they could build that person up to become the best of the best. So those of you who are following us, I hope that piece during that break will help you. You can go back and rewatch it or listen to it. It's very, very insightful. First Lady Naomi Goko, welcome to the show. I see you online watching, following us graciously. All of you, oh my gosh, before, in fact, I don't want to take any blame. I'll just say it generally. All of you born this month of June, a special birthday anniversary wishes to all of you, because I know so many people that are celebrating this month. All my besties celebrating June. I see why the kind of trouble I like to face. Y'all the June people, y'all full of trouble. Yeah, now I know the people that surrounds me around so June, so troublemaker then. But happy birthday, pre-birthday to all of y'all. What day you celebrating? Whatever. Happy birthday. I will play your Sunday at the end of the show. You know, all my besties, colleagues, friends, too many people. But anyway, let's get back to business. We've already done analyzing the issue of ANC CPP running mate pick Charlene Bromsky, whether it is an asset or a negative. I think from my perspective, it is an asset, but it is what I call a limited asset. A limited asset means Charlene is not known to the rest of Liberia and the Liberians. The name Bromsky is known, but Bromsky is dead and gone. May his soul rest in peace. Because some of us knew him personally, right? But the doctor, you can't give somebody the hammer power because of attachment. That position requires, you have to prove yourself, requires proving yourself, because it's a line you up one step to the presidency. You heard a few weeks ago, a week or two ago, the current Vice President Joy Howard Taylor at the House of Representatives mentioned and wishing the death, quote unquote, of uh, Ambassador Boakai, former president, which I felt as a mother of the nation, as a leader, was very disingenuous. It was very, I don't even know what type of word to use, because a true leader will choose your words carefully, what to say about other people when it comes to life and death. Because the Bible says life and death is in the power of the tongue. That is what happened when she said, what if you elect Joseph M. Boakai and he dies in office and Jeremiah Kuhn takes over? It's right there. Who is going to control that? The analogy right there was that it's Prince Johnson who was going to run. It's a scare tactics. You can't do that with someone's life. Somebody who just a few weeks ago you went and you knelt down to seek their blessing. In our tradition, are you really from Lofa County? Because you can't do that to an adult, to your father. The pictures are there to prove. She knelt down to seek blessing, forgiveness. And then a week or two after that, a few weeks, and you saying if that person died in office, that was sloppy. That was nonsensical, to say the least, from a leader of a nation. Because you have people that follow you. Right? So I think the picking of Charlene Bromsky is a limited asset for the AMP/CPP. And the way forward to winning the election, it's not going to work. The collaborating parties, the political parties, will have to probably step up and they'll have to go in a second runoff. And when you go in a second runoff, who's going to take the lead probably? Now, the thing that's happening in the media that's worse, even good, is these people, instead of going after George Weah, you're tearing each other apart. You know, the UP is on ANC, ANC is on UP, you're attacking each other. So that means you're destroying your own house. Why George Weah and the surrogates are sitting unhappy? I don't think that's wise. Because right now, y'all need to look at what matters to the Liberian people. And what matters to the Liberian people is what good can we bring to the table for the Liberians and Liberia in general for the next 12 years, 6 years, 12 years? Can we take Liberia from where it is to somewhere beautiful, somewhere awesome? Can we do that as a nation, as a people? Huh? Hey, my brother is watching right there, man. Special shout out, Emmanuel Tamba. You know, so what I'm saying in a nutshell is the statement by Vice President Joy Howard Taylor towards a former vice president and a father of a nation was sloppy and nonsensical. You can't wish anybody death. Are you the giver of life and death? It lies in your hand? No, you can't do that as the leader of a nation. You know, and I think she owed the honorable an apology. She owed a former president an apology. Because just a few months ago, or weeks ago, we saw her kneeling down, asking for forgiveness and seeking his blessing. And now she needs to go back in. That's what she's supposed to do. She needs to go back and apologize and in true sense, repent. Because you can't wish another man death. That's ridiculous. I don't care how much hard the rhetorics, the politics is. You got to choose your words carefully. So the issue of Charlene to the ANC/CPP with the likes of Ability, Musa Ability, and all these other guys, now they have their own platform and all of that stuff. I get it. But it is a limited asset. She's just being introduced to the stage, to the limelight. So it's not going to help the CPP ticket enough. It's not. Hmm? As smart as she is, as likable as she is, that's the fact. It's not. So, folks, follow the politics of Liberia. That's the truth. And this is where we sit down and discuss the issues that matters. And a lot of these platforms now, I don't even know what platform, even my colleagues in the media space, I don't know what platform to watch because the biasness is so much. Because you sit on this side, you think they were independent, but you see 2, 3, or 4 people that belongs to a political party running everything, running the show. You turn to this other platform, 2, 3, 4, or in fact, one of it I counted just yesterday, 6 people against ganging, just ganging against one female. How balanced? How do you expect the people? That's not the people's business. You're not talking the people's business. You need to balance the stories as a reporter in this media world and leave the rest for the listeners to decide. This is how you run the politics. So if everybody is taking side now, what's going to happen with the other political parties? The other political parties that have good platforms and good messages for Liberians to hear is clouded. We're not hearing that. Hey, Lawrence Cole, welcome to the show, man. Hope you're doing well. This is what I'm talking about, folks. Politics. Politics. You politics so much at the detriment of someone else's life. I tell people, what is the importance of electing someone? When you elect a leader, you are electing them to serve. And our leaders need to be conscious of that and know that we are not putting them into power to corrupt the system, to embezzle the system. We are putting them in power to serve. Simple. And when you serve, you become a good leader. A good leader is always a servant. That's the fact. A good leader is always a servant. But our leaders campaign on the basis of, yeah, Begore, yeah, motorcycle, I will pay your child's school fee. Put me in power for 6 years. Those days are gone. That's not what we're here for. We're looking for someone who has the love of country at heart and who has a vision to see that in the next 6 years or 10 years, this generation will rise up, in the words of Martin Luther King, and live out the true meaning of its creed. This is what we need to know, folks. This is what we need to hear. Let me put these glasses down because this is really getting to me, even though the time is almost over. But this is what our leaders need to dwell on. What type of love do you have in your heart for the nation of Liberia, for the children of Liberia? Education, for financial freedom, liberty. Because that is what Liberia is all about. Free land of liberty. That's it. That's what brought us here. You see one surrogate on a platform, nothing else but throwing threats, and attacks. That is not going to help the nation. Liberia is in darkness even as we speak. No safe drinking water. No constant electricity. Roads, infrastructures, all destroyed. Then you say you're a leader. Liberia and Liberians, this mandate come October depends on you. You make that decision. Pick someone who is willing to serve, not someone who is wanting the people that put him there to serve him or her. That's what we need. If you haven't seen any example, look next door to Ghana. Liberia for war, Sierra Leone for war. But see the difference now. Sierra Leone is almost ahead of Liberia already. And it's not because of the lack of aid. A lot of aid came into the country. And it's still coming. But we have nothing but a bunch of thieves, thugs, stealing the nation's resources. Liberia is one of the blessed countries on earth. The soil is fertile. The forest is green. Rain is there. Everything. Animals, fruits grown, iron ore, diamonds, gold. We have it. Rubber. And the list goes on. But everything has been mismanaged. And now Liberia needs a good manager. Liberia needs a good manager. Folks, I'm telling you, that's all. Just look at a company that is vibrant and doing well. It's because of a good manager and a good managing team. So the Liberian people have that audacity. You must have that in your heart to pick a good manager. That's it. That's it. So as I take leave of you, my show is over. I need to play this song from Nima Kante. Because if I not play this song, Nima Kante, I'm in trouble. A Nima Kante song here. Some of y'all who were not born in the 90s, y'all will not know that it's significant and important because some of y'all can enjoy this song. Color Ball. Color Ball, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, Color Ball, do it. Folks, tomorrow we'll be here with our Kissy program. We'll put the announcement on our platform. Those of you who would love to talk to your people back home, especially in Foya, and tell them what you need to tell them. Tomorrow when you see us live, join, call on the line. And people from the villages will be calling in too, to encourage, because we have started a very nice, good program, the Kissy dialect. And we're looking forward to spreading that out to other dialects like Bandi, Loma, Pele, Bassa, Gio, Crew, wherever you are. Once we have the best of reporters as we are gradually growing, we'll bring you the best flavor, because we are not going to take sides. We are here to give you true reality of what's happening on the ground. Let the people talk to you. So tomorrow the Kissy program will be here. You see my drum to the back? You see my drum there behind me? Yeah, tomorrow you will see me play there. Real. But today was politics. And I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow as we enjoy another good show tomorrow here. And of course, Sunday will be our gospel show right here. Thank you. Kalaba Dube. Until then, I'll catch you tomorrow. Enjoy the last piece with me. Yeah.